What's up, YouTubers? This is DJ coming back at you with the Week 16 report for Seattle versus Arizona. Now, what we're looking at in this matchup, already the point spread is a 7.5 Arizona underdog at home point spread. That's what the Vegas folks have the bet set at. And we all know what happened last week with the 10-point spread against the Niners. It came down to a 9-point spread, but they still completed it with a 10-point spread. So, can they do the 7.5 spread against Arizona? I'm willing to bet they can. That doesn't really seem like an issue to me now. I was worried about it against the Niners, but I'm not betting on the game. So all I wanted was a victory. So basically, the biggest standout of this game is the third-string quarterback, Ryan Lindley. He has to face the Legion of Boom secondary. They're ball hawks. They all love picking off quarterbacks, of course. They're great at stopping some runs if they need to get in the inside. They're great at man-to-man defense. Really, we don't need to have a bunch of receivers covering have a bunch of cornerbacks and linebackers and whatnot on one or two receivers. They're pretty good at handling it by themselves, so that's going to be a threat because that just clears up more space on the field we can cover. Arizona is a deep pass team, and they're very comfortable with playing that way, which is a problem. I mean, when you go up against a team like the Seahawks with the Legion of Boom. So they want you to deep pass, and that's going to be an interesting game. It really is. So they aren't going to change it for Seattle. They don't want to change the way they play, but I do believe they're going to get destroyed with interceptions. I believe it. A Fitzgerald and Sherman matchup is kind of what I want to see this whole game. Just like Des Bryant and Sherman, that was interesting, but I mean, Des Bryant walked all over Sherman, and he's an elite receiver, and the Legion of Boom just wasn't clicking the way they should have, but I believe that Sherman's got to back it up, and he's pretty much equal to Larry Fitzgerald all the way down to the dreadlocks. So they're both the same size, probably just the same speed. It all comes out to who wants it more. Now, the last time Lindley played the Seahawks, the score was 58-0. It was a Seattle shutout. We spanked them, but of course, it was Ryan Lindley. It wasn't their first-string quarterback or nothing like that. So I know that Ryan Lindley is a little intimidated by Seattle. He knows what happened last time. We do got to go to Arizona for this game, and that's going to play a little factor, but not much. I mean, it's not like them at home is like Seattle. Going to Seattle to play, their fans aren't crazy like Seattle. So I don't see much of a threat for the Arizona home turf. I do think their fans might get a little wild for the game, of course, because look at the odds. They need to win this game. But other than that, I don't know what to say. Seattle isn't really bothered by loud crowds. They aren't because, I mean, look at the 12th man. We're used to it. I mean, how much noise can you make for a team that's used to it every day when they play at home? I mean, that's their thing. You can't really intimidate Seattle with noise. So good luck with that, I guess. So if Seattle wins this game, we control our own destiny for the NFC West and possibly the number one seed in the NFC, which means if we do get that number one seed, we get home field advantage. We have to beat St. Louis for that as well. I guess unless the Cardinals lose their last two games, they might lose this game, but then win the next one is what I'm kind of seeing. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Next week, I'll report to that too. But Seattle has only given up 27 points in the last 4 games. It's kind of hard to do, dude. Like, that's what makes them number one defense in the league right now. So, let's see. Also, another fact that I figured out is Ryan Lindley has most passes without a single touchdown pass in a quarterback. The most passes without a single touchdown. Yes. Arizona is working with their third-string quarterback. The second-string running back, Ellington, is out for the game. I don't think he's going to return. It's possible, though. Always possible. And also, their offensive guards are limited. They were limited in practice, so didn't do too much, and that might open up the sacks for Cliff Averill and Michael Bennett to get right in there and take Lindley out. Done. We'll have to see. They've been shining the last couple games. I mean, these boys are hungry for that quarterback, and they're hungry to show how bad they wanna be starters, and they definitely earn it, man. I love Michael Bennett and Cliff Averill, and they do an amazing job. They earlier this year I was a little disappointed, but I always have faith in my team and stepping up and getting the job done, so I'm happy. Another fact we got coming into this game, Seattle, they definitely need to block for Wilson, man. I can't stress this enough. I'm tired of seeing that man run for his life. I got faith in him. Like, he loves doing it, but what better way to injure a quarterback than just let him keep getting hit? I mean, give the guy a break and just block for him. I mean, dude, if I entered the NFL and I was a big guy, like, I guarantee you I would block. Like, it wouldn't be a problem. Like, you pay me, I'll block anybody you need unless they kick me in the balls and make me fall down. I'm holding my quarterback, dude. So you got what happened? Like, last year we did okay against protecting Wilson, and this year it's just disappeared or what, man? So Sweezy, y'all and shit need to step up, dude, for real. Russell Okung is out with a bruised lung or some kind of injury against his lung. Last week he was coughing up blood because he got hit in the chest. So he might be out for this game. Russell Okung is definitely a blocker we might want. So I'm not too worried about it, though. I mean, Russell Wilson's carried the team on offense for a while now. He knows how to get away from them defenders. I'm not too worried. So, yeah, not last week, but the last time we played the Cardinals, they kept breaking through. I forget the guy's name. I think it's Corey Lynch, I believe. I don't remember for sure, but it's a defensive player for the Cardinals who kept breaking through and chasing Wilson, and nobody was blocking him. So, dude, we got to contain that guy this week. We have to. We started to at the end of that game, but it just had me worried, dude. Like, Russell Wilson cannot keep taking this beating. As small of a guy he is, he's durable. He is very strong frame for a little guy, but I'll tell you what, there's only a limited time that he can sit there and take all these hits and walk it off. I mean, protect the guy, for crying out loud. If Seattle wants to be dominant for the next couple of years, we can't just have a big show and then have our quarterback go out for an injury. And, like, we don't need a Carson Palmer right now. So anyways, also another fact that I found out, Arizona might use Logan Thomas. That's their rookie quarterback, Logan Thomas, throughout the game as well. He's a more of a run threat than Lindley, that's for sure. Lindley's the pocket passer, and Logan Thomas is a run threat. So they're going to try to work between those two to throw off the defense a little bit. The thing about Seattle defense is they already know the difference between both of them, and they're ready for them. They just have to go through this week and prepare for both of them. So they're working on that now. This will also be a very interesting matchup against Patrick Peterson and Richard Sherman for standout cornerback of the game. I know Richard Sherman is the top cornerback for the Seahawks, but then again, I mean, Byron Maxwell has just been blowing my mind on how well he does. Like, last year he stepped in as a replacement for Browner, I believe, and just showed how bad he wanted a starting position, and I'm so proud of him for that. Like, I like Byron Maxwell. Byron Maxwell, number 41, is my guy to watch every time we go into a game and people are passing his way, or Sherman's. Like, I think Byron Maxwell makes bigger plays this year than Sherman has, but two interceptions that Sherman came across not too long ago is making Sherman stand out as the number one defensive player yet again, but that's in the secondary, of course. But I always got my eye on Byron Maxwell, dude. He's good. He's really good, and he was a backup. He came in as a backup last year, so mad respect for you, Byron Maxwell. So if you want to know my prediction for this week, for Week 16, Seattle versus Arizona in Arizona, I'm gonna say, with the 7.5 point spread, I'm going to call it, I want to say Seattle 17 and Arizona 10. I know that Seattle is going to hold them to under 12 points at least. It's got to be under 12 points. Um, but it's kind of don't know what to say about how much Seattle's going to score on these guys yet. I'll have another video coming out after the game for the stats and everything like that. But I can for sure say right now that I don't see Arizona scoring more than 12 points at all. It's possible, but I don't see it, man. So keep in touch with me for next week right after the game. I'll probably post a video up on the following Monday or Tuesday, and maybe even later that Sunday. But I will definitely be watching that game. I'll be cheering on my boys, and go Hawks. See you then.